Good evening to one and all. Today I am going to discuss about the subject microprocessor and microcontroller. Uh, Let us see the first slide. So the first unit is 8-bit and 16-bit microprocessor. First of all, we must know the syllabus, what the syllabus we are going to learn in the today's topic. Now I am going to cover the unit 1, which is name is 8-bit and 16-bit microprocessor. Okay, what defines the bit? It defines the number of data that is included in the processing unit. Okay, so these are the subtopics have covered in the unit 1. First one is an we must go through the architecture, that is 8085 microprocessor architecture, and then the instruction set. After instruction set, we are going to find out the addressing modes of each processor. After that, we are going to find out the 8086. There are two categories in the unit 1. First category is 8085, other one is 8086. So there are two inbuilt processors we are going to learn in the unit 1. Okay, let us talk about the introduction. How the microprocessor get evolved. So we must know the evolution of microprocessor. So microprocessor is nothing but a CPU. It's nothing but a CPU that is inbuilt in a like a silicon chip. So that is a complete fabrication. The entire process comes under a fabrication chip. So the first microprocessor was introduced in 1971. It is a 4-bit processor. Nowadays they are using 32-bit, 64-bit. The first of they are using the 4-bit processor. Next, introduction to microprocessor. The CPU built on a single IC is called a microprocessor. Already I defined this. This is a CPU, central processing unit. There is a single IC that is inbuilt. That is a microprocessor. So in microprocessor, what are the function it performs? It performs the register, arithmetic and logical unit, instruction register, program counter, and buses. Okay. So these are the function performed by the microprocessor. These are operations. Now this is the block diagram of a microprocessor. So in CPU there are ALUs there, and decoder and timing and control unit is available, program counter and register. So these are the common blocks of the microprocessor structure. So what is the function of ALU? Is nothing but an arithmetic and logical unit. It performs some arithmetic values and logical operation. Arithmetic we all know, addition, subtraction, multiplication. Logical means we all know it is based on the gate, that is XOR gate, XNOR, like that. So it performs some logical operation. Okay, first this is the ALU. Next, we are going to discuss about register. What is a register? It is an internal storage device. It registers some information. What are the information that stored in the processor that will be handled by the register? After that, we are going to register. We have processed the control unit. Control unit is necessary function for any microprocessor for controlling the various signals that comes from the devices. Next, when the instruction is fetched from the memory, where it is located in register. So whenever the instruction, whatever instruction you are giving, instruction is nothing but a format or data or anything else. It is fetched from the some memory organization. Where it is located, it first located in the register. So you have to locate everything in a register. So that's the main function. And I discussed in the block diagram about program counter. So what does program counter do? It holds the memory address. Whatever memory address you are given, that able to hold the information until the next instruction to be executed. For example, if first instruction set will be given to the program counter, it holds that. After that, the second information will be gathered and stored there. So this is the program counter operations. So I discuss about the advantages of microprocessor. It is a low cost, small size, and main function is a low power consumption. This is very important point. Why it is low power consumption? The power consumption that microprocessor consumes is very low, because here having the inbuilt IC chip, so that it handles low power consumption and also high reliability, small size. So these are the advantages of a microprocessor. So before going to in-depth of the unit 1, we must know what is the difference between microprocessor and microcontroller. So microprocessor is the heart of the system. We all know it's a heart. Whereas controller is it is a brain. So what it controller it's a entirely is a brain of the embedded system. So since the memory and input output devices are connected externally in microprocessor, they are connected external unit. Whereas in microcontroller, everything is connected in an internal structure. So these are the key difference between the microprocessor and microcontroller. So the cost when we going means the cost of the system will increases in processor, whereas the cost of the system is very low in the controlling unit. Okay. Then in microprocessor, I already discussed the register. It is a storage of information that have the less number of register in processor, whereas in controller we have the more number of register. So these are the key difference between the processor and controller. Next, we are going to discuss about the future. So, what are the futures of 8085? So, generally, I have discussed it is a 8-bit processor. The unit already we have discussed what is a unit. It is a 8-bit and 16-bit microprocessor. So, generally, 8085 is a 8-bit processor. It has a 40 pins. What is a dual inline package? You all know. Dual means it has a double line package. So, you have the 20 inputs and 20 outputs that fully inbuilt in a IC, single chip. So it has a 40 pin. What is the power supply we are given is 5-volt power supply we are given to the processor. So what is a phase clock? We all know what is a phase clock. It has a 3 megahertz phase clock energy signal is given in order to operate a processor. So for any microprocessor there will be a 3 buses will available. First one is a user bus, control bus and data bus. So user bus we all know it is a user application that able to perform various function, and data bus it contains the only data. It is whether 8-bit data or 16-bit data. It just to store the data and process the controller. And control bus we all know it able to control the signals. So these are the three various bus that is very important in the microprocessor. So this is the glossary of the architecture of 8085. Very important topic. So architecture, what are the glossaries are available? First one is an accumulator. Second is a register. Other was a program counter, pointer, ALU, and then timing and control unit, address buffer, and address bus and data bus. So we must know what is register. Register is nothing but it hold the information. I already store or hold the information. Counter is nothing but whenever the instruction is given from the memory, the first instruction is holded until the next one will be executed. That is a function of program counter. So this is a brief idea about the unit 1. So these are the architecture, then IC. So these are the explanation of the unit 1.